everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. We've upgraded our blacksmith fairly considerably thanks to that update, so I wanted to take some time to get the next level of weapons and armor on many of our units. At least units we know we're going to use up to that point. Like, for example, Alpaca Patrol should probably be there. Spending a lot of money here, I'll admit. I think I'm just going to get Bear some more, and then that's going to be that. It's a huge damage increase that we can no longer see. I guess we could go back and see it on, like, on this Hellion, for example. We go from 8 to 16 to 9 to 17 with a higher crit chance. Same speed, though. And then our HP goes up by 5 and our dodge goes up by 5, which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, that's going to vary class to class, but still, that's pretty great. And that, you know, pretty much blows all of our money there. But I'm still not going to take level 5s on this mission. My squad that I want to get ready here is Alpaca Patrol and Tomo and Ruka. They need to get up there. Less so Tomo. No offense, buddy. He's sitting right beside me right now. But Ruka definitely needs to get up there for the damage ability, and Rob needs to get up there as a healer who can also mark, synergize with our bounty hunter, and then maybe we'll start doing those level 5 missions again. So let's embark on a medium-length mission if possible. And if we have to fight a boss, we have to fight a boss. I think we've got a pretty good team for boss fighting here. Last level, we had the Antiquarian, gave us a ton of money, and people told me, make sure you actually click on Curios with the Antiquarian, and they will be advantageous for you. I don't know if they're a rare class to get, though, so maybe I should actually stress relief this one, but we can always do that in the next episode. Let's go. I'll tell you what. You know what? I can spend 850 gold to keep you alive for now. You gave us so much, and yeah, there's no Antiquarian here, so that seems sensible for now. Anyway, sure, let's do a boss fight. We'll, the Cove, as many people told me, has Eldritch individuals, so the Eldritch trinkets there are actually good. We could either do the Brigand 12-pounder, which is, oh my god, that's a horrible trinket. Plus 50% heal skills, so what? The heal does 1-to-1. So it's gonna do what, 1.5 to 1.5, so 2 to 2 guaranteed probably. This one is plus 15% virtue chance, which also seems pretty bad. But sure, we'll go fight the Necromancer, and let me think about this. If we took our standard squad, well, what was the standard squad as of 2 episodes ago, which was Alpaca Patrol in the back, Tomo, Ruka, and Quill. I would let Quill look after my cats. Rob, I'm a little bit on the fence about it in terms of the cat sitting. He'd probably be fine, though. It's not his fault that Quill is so responsible as to make him look like the lesser of choices here. But in a pinch, you know, any port in a storm. Anyway, so we got Quill here. Fear of the Unholy. I'm assuming a Necromancer is unholy. It's going to really lower his accuracy. Consumes more food, -1 speed if HP is low. It's not horrible. But I'm just thinking, would this be able to hit the units that I want it to hit? The Necromancer is going to constantly be summoning units that are going to come out in front of him, so we need to be able to hit the back. At least the number 3 position, because I'm assuming the Necromancer is 2 spaces wide. So, unfortunately, Quill's going to be, like, I wouldn't say useless, but not amazing. We might want to take our Hellion instead, which could at least hit with If It Bleeds or Iron Swan, if it came to that. Even though we don't need 2 Hellions, this might be a better choice. I guess all these units have Bleed, maybe. And then, I mean, we do have Hook and Slice. It's not great, but it can work there. You can definitely hit almost every position with a decent attack. You can blight the shit out of bosses. You've got Abyssal Artillery and also marking and pulling, so I think that's good. Okay, let's outfit our units here. So, sort by rarity, unequip all trinkets, sort by rarity. Our Occultist. I'm going to give you extra heal skills, and I don't think we need to give you dodge. There's another good Occultist trinket. Extra debuff skill, extra move skill, or extra dodge and slightly lower speed. The move is really important. The debuff is less important. But at the same time, +8 dodge is really nice. So, I don't know, let's try it here. You know, I hear debuff gets more valuable as the game goes on, so that's important to maybe try to pay attention to for once in my life. So we definitely want the Lucky Talisman, and maybe I don't know. Not one of those. Probably something that gives accuracy to range skills, like the Bracer. And our Bounty Hunter. We still don't have great Bounty Hunter skills. I think maybe I'll try to roll you with extra damage. Does this give you extra stress? I mean, plus 20% extra stress is no joke. But then I'll give you extra HP and dodge as well. Lower accuracy slightly, but maybe that's okay. Okay, Hell's Hairpin can be really good for dark runs. I don't know if it's actually going to be something that we use here, just because I'm rarely going to have my light that low, but plus 4% crit if torch is low is really, really good. I don't want to take too many that give us high stress, because that's going to make camping a problem. So maybe we'll just go for... Oh, you know what? We could actually do... let's do this. Plus 13% protection, which is going to really lower the damage that she takes. Plus 20% stress damage. But then, knowing my playstyle, let's give her a Solar Crown, which will basically compensate for that 1-to-1. Almost, at least. Now, what skills do I have? I don't have Barbaric Yop on you. I read the Darkest Dungeon subreddit. People are like, Barbaric Yop is the greatest skill of all time. I had no idea. Apparently, Barbaric Yop does debuff you, of course, but it's such a huge stun chance that it's worth it, and you can eat medicinal herbs to purge the debuff chance, which makes it disgustingly good. I'm not going to take advantage of it on this mission, but for our level 5 Hellion, we may want to consider that for sure. So we're going to take, actually... some shovels for once. Try to remember those. Might as well take a key. We got nothing else taking up our inventory slot. We need to take food, of course. Take a stack and a half of that. And maybe we should stack up with like one anti-venom or one full stack of bandages. I think we'll go for bandages because we're less likely to come across poisoners down here. And I kind of like this, having 6 bandages, because we're also using Rob as our healer. So let's embark.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept.
Yo! Why, Wayne July, are you murdering people? I thought you were the good guy.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Alright, so far so good. A devil walks these halls.
The match is struck.
Only the mad or desperate dare search for him. Alright, so if possible, it would be awesome to kill this gargoyle, but his protection is quite high. What is his move resist? 30. He's only got 10 HP. Chance to hit 84%. If we did Abyssal Artillery, chance to hit 79, but it does so little damage. Okay, let's pull him up. Hopefully. Since we surprised them, we should be able to just kill him right here. 5 to 9. It's a little less than I thought. I don't really care about stunning him. 5 to 9, 10% crit. 5 to 9, 12% crit. Hey, we got lucky there. You think we can get the other 2 killed? I think it's possible, actually. Yeah, that's a good start. And then we just need to hit you with a pick to the face. It's got to hit near the upper edge there. Ah, it didn't quite do it, but still. I'd say this is a pretty good first encounter. Largely because of the surprise, but, you know, it's still really good. I'll take it either way. What's your blight resist? Basically none, so let's go for the high % chance to hit. And then we can buff ourselves if we get extra turns before he dies. Like, well... I don't know, we could mark him for basically no purpose, but okay, sure. I meant to crank on this torch, but I guess we don't have to worry about our inventory space just yet. No holy water, so I don't think... we might still want to touch that regardless. Okay, let's pull an Arbalist up. Oh, lucky crit too. Ever since focusing on the units at the back more, the game has gone a lot better for me, I have to admit. We should be able to have a decent chance to kill the Arbalist. Although, admittedly, Iron Swan, 8 to 16 with a 9% crit chance versus 8 to 16 with 9.5 crit chance. 81% chance to hit. 81% chance to hit. I guess it just is the same thing, but it allows you to hit the unit at the back. Fortunately, didn't quite hit that one, but puts them in Flashing Daggers range, I think, to at least get 1 kill and wound another one. And it's a small debuff as well. Lowers bleed resist. Oh my god! Pretty unfortunate there, but at least we've staggered these units into a weird position. We should try to stun the one at the front, I think, so he doesn't get a chance to attack. I should have looked at his stun resistance, but it also pushes him into the range where all he can do is clumsy axe blade anyway. Rob goes first. I think he goes for a pull again instead of a heal. Clears the corpse, leaves that guy in clumsy axe blade range, which is good. We're not going to be bleeding the skeletons, so we might as well just go for a hit, and then we'll flashing daggers. And lower their bleed resist for effectively little reason, but still. And then we'll go for the stun on this. Do you go for the stun, though? Because if we instead... If we stun him, he moves back 2, which puts this guy in a better range. We could just go for a hit instead. But then he's going to take a swing. So it's probably best to go for the stun. Even if it puts this guy in range to do something that's not a clumsy axe blade. We dodged anyway, but that's a dangerous line of reasoning to start going down. To start thinking that we're doing the right thing here. Probably go for the one that you're most likely to kill, so we'll poison him. He's going to be taking 4 points of blight per round. He's got 11 HP. So we need to do 7 damage. I think instead what we do is probably mark this guy so that our bounty hunter can do a lot of damage there. And that worked out pretty nicely. The other option we had, of course, was to go for a heal or something instead. But then we'll go for the Wicked Hack on you. And I think we've handled this pretty well. I'm really feeling like my Darkest Dungeon play is evolving a little bit in a way that is good. But these missions should be easy as well because we're in the early game, or the mid game maybe at worst. We resisted the bleed, but we only healed for 2, so that's pretty bad. You could live, so I think I'll just try to kill you. I was thinking maybe I just go for the self-heal and the buff or something like that, but this is fine. Suit of armor. The suit reveals great insight into this world. Ruins Tactician. I think that's decent. Replaced Weapon Tinkerer, but plus 15% damage in the ruins. Hey, that's a pretty solid buff for where we're at in the game right now. Or where we're at on this very mission. Keep in mind, it's pretty obvious, I think, where our, wait, use the right torch next time. It's pretty obvious where our Necromancer's gonna be, I think. He's gonna be in the furthest position along. Even when your hope is gone, Necromancers exist in the furthest room. It's a big man here. I think you probably try to kill the stress damage guy first anyway, because we have no stress healers really. We're going to be stress healing at camp, which is a more limited resource than weird reconstruction. So we'll try to poison the guy at the back, puts him on a timer. We can hit him with the bleed attack too, which we'd mostly just be doing for raw damage. Oh, nice dodge. Do you pull him? I don't think so. I think if you just Abyssal Artillery, that puts him into lethal range anyway and does some damage to this guy. And then you could try to stun this guy. He's got a 70% chance to resist, but we have 154% chance. So it's like an 84% chance of the stun hitting, and we wouldn't have to deal with his bullshit, and it could disrupt their ranks a little bit. He resisted the move, because his move resist is 95. But still, him being stunned is very positive. And then we go for a wicked... Oh, no, we go for an if it bleeds just to deal damage, unfortunately. Unless we want to bleed this guy. No, he's not going to bleed either. So you do 7 damage there, which is actually good. He will get an attack in. And he did hit, so, you know, credit where credit's due. But we're going to poison him on the next turn or use flashing daggers. Or maybe we'll just kill him with Abyssal Artillery. No, I think actually your move should be to mark this guy so our bounty hunter can take him out. Then we'll hope we go before the Bone Veteran, which we do, but not with the unit that I should be using. To do that, we'll use our bounty hunter to deal massive damage there. This is what we're looking for, is now flashing daggers, picks up a kill, does some damage, lowers his bleed resist as if it matters, and hit him for 6. But we are going to get smacked this time. Crushing blow. 14 damage is nothing to sneeze at. Also lowers his stun resist. Now we get a chance to open this up, hit you with poison. So good, man. He's marked again, so might as well just go for it. Maybe we should have gone for the stun instead, now that I think about it. You know what? Forget the sarcophagus. I've never had sex with a pharaoh, Kanye West, and you know what? I'd like to keep it that way, unless I met one and, you know, we had several dates and maybe they bought me dinner and it looked like we had a future together. I could see myself being a pretty dope queen of Egypt. Merciful and yet not to be fucked with. Do we use our key here? Okay, these guys have like no blight resist, but I think it's still probably pick to the face territory. Yeah. Ah, not quite a kill. I think we just go for the guaranteed kill. It's gonna be, I was gonna say, huge overkill, but sure, let's go for it. I guess the other thing we could have done is not done that and left that unit alive for the chance for our occultist to maybe land something, but I think he's better off just going for a heal. Heal for 3? Really? Really?
Another one falls.
It's a thanks for the DJ Khaled meme there, by the way, but DJ Wayne July. But I'm disappointed that we only got 2 spiders killed. That's a little bit embarrassing, but looks like we didn't really suffer too much anyway. So we crit healed for 4. Why is your weird reconstruction so bad? I actually had to look to make sure it had been leveled up, because that's just horrible. Luckily these guys do no damage, but the blight is annoying.
Executed with impunity.
Not so annoying as to be the end of the world or anything, but I'm just a little surprised about how long that took. Let's try key on the heirloom chest, just in case we don't find a secret room, and we get 1 more bandage, which is worthless for us right now. But one day someone's gonna bleed, and taking 6 bandages won't feel as stupid as it feels right now. 90, 110. Not bad. Our party's looking pretty good, honestly. HP's getting slightly lower, but the way is lit, fam. Getting slightly lower on HP, and they've generated a little stress, but not too much, considering how many combat encounters we've had so far. So again, on this one, I feel like you just go for the marksman first. You gotta try to take out that back unit, I think. So we'll try to pull him up, too. Because Abyssal Artillery is not going to get a kill. If we can move him... Oh, he resisted the move. That's actually kind of a huge surprise. I think we go for the stun on you. If I could just get you to not attack like twice, that would be great. And there's the move anyway, so we got something out of it. No chance of killing you, really. Decent chance to put you in lethal range. Oh my god, you're going to have 1 HP. Luckily, that doesn't do bleed. I guess that would make it ridiculous. This guy's dead after his attack, so he better make it a good one. And that's... It could be worse, I guess. I guess we go for the poison attack on the guy who's... No, the guy who's up front is about to be stunned by the bounty hunter, probably. So I think we just poison the big guy to get a head start on him. And then we probably just throw out an Abyssal Artillery, or a heal, but let's get them killed first. Lucky crit, too. Then we could try to bleed this guy, but he's got such high resist that we're much better off, I think, just going for one of these. And then maybe we just have the bounty hunter try to kill him. Yeah, which looks very likely. But then we are going to get smacked, unfortunately. But this guy's smacking us regardless. With his stun resist higher, we're pretty unlikely to hit him. Crushing Blow does 11 damage. Also, we resisted the debuff, thankfully. Usually, Cultist goes first. We're going to have to do weird reconstruction. Heals for 2. This is plus 30% heal skills. I thought I was taking crazy pills for a second there. As far as plus 30% heal skills go, it hasn't been all that amazing so far, Rob. You're dropping the ball a little bit. I think now we try to stun. Moved him back, but mostly that just buys us 1 more turn because he has relatively low speed. Well, really low speed. Buys us 1 more turn to get some momentum. There you go. A heal for 11. If it bleeds, it bleeds. It doesn't bother me too much. Stack up more blight. Slight stress relief. I guess you could hit him with an Iron Swan. And that might actually have him in lethal range now. He's taking 12 damage per turn, so honestly, we might as well do whatever we want. Like, I don't know, try doing the hook attack, hook and slice. Hook and slice 1. We should definitely replace that with something that we actually want to use, I would say, at this point, considering it's only at level 1 anyway. 4, 4, 4, 1. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. I'm going to drop 4 torches in order to take one more stack of gold, which is debatably... Actually, I don't think it's a bad decision at all. I'm also going to camp here. Maybe not. Let's open this up first. The contents are yours. Quick draw charm. Plus 8 speed on first round, plus 5% crit on first round, minus 3 after that. It's not horrible. We should drop this bandage because we can't use it. I think we'll take this, and I would like the crests. Okay, I'll tell you what. Eat the food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the crests, then we're gonna camp. And we'll eat some more food. But hopefully we won't be in starvation range. Alright. HP is fine, stress is fine. This is a good situation where we can mostly focus on buffing. But unfortunately everything that we have is about making stress better. Yeah, this is not great. Okay. Better chance of surprising enemies. Better damage against monsters that are big. That should be good for bosses. We can remove diseases, so let's remove vampiric spirits. This is why I love taking the bounty hunter on these ones. Give our bounty hunter less stress damage, and then lower the stress of our bounty hunter to basically 0, then rest. And honestly, that was... I mean, we're in a great situation. What can I say? You can't really ask for a better situation like this heading into a boss fight. I just got rid of a disease, and now you're gonna go... opening this thing up. You're lucky there's stashed loot inside of there, mister. So starvation risk is very, very low now. Oh, this could be disease central too, but we might be able to get all 4 killed if we get really lucky. Like flashing daggers could get 2, but pick to the face, I don't know. I think we maybe go flashing daggers. It definitely did not get 2, but it put him close. Abyssal artillery could get 2. This is unfortunate, is what it is. Just collect bounty on 1. Yeah, make sure you use your crit on the enemy who has no HP to begin with. But at least only one of these guys is gonna live. They might give us a disease. They only give us 5 stress. We resisted the disease, maybe. That might have been a debuff, I don't know. But that went fine. Taking a little damage, but not enough to be concerned about at all. Like, pretty much as close to the most trivial amount of damage as you could possibly expect. So at most, I think we're probably going to have 2 more serious combats. Well, should have done flashing daggers. I thought maybe I made a terrible mistake last time. I wonder why Rob didn't get to go first this time. That's a little weird. We're lucky he dodged. He's a pretty pivotal part of our plan, actually. Just have him throw out, you know, the world's most needless mark. And then finish the job anyway. What? Oh, thank God. That's not how you want to take those guys out. But what I was going to say is we probably have, like, 2 more serious combats. One of which would be the boss fight. And that's 2 at max, not 2 guaranteed. The sack is empty. Alright. We haven't been shuffled at all here. Oh, this is a pretty nasty combat to have directly before the boss. I guess we're lucky that we got them surprised. I think you still... I mean, you could do flashing daggers on the 2 guys in the middle, but then we have no other attacks that hit multiple units except Abyssal Artillery. So I think you go for the marksman at the back. And then you go for... I still think you go for the pole, just because it disrupts them enough. Ah, they resisted. Kind of a surprise. Honestly, let's Iron Swan him. That puts him 1 away from lethal. You know what? Stun the big guy. As much as I hate to say it, he'll die to poison in 2 turns anyway. We might as well shuffle him up a little bit and deal with what we've got, unfortunately. Graveyard Slash. Lucky dodge. And this guy is now dead, but I had to take 1 attack from him in order to do that. I chose to take 1 attack from him, I should say. That went pretty poorly, just like exactly the wrong amount of damage every time. Lucky dodge again. Honestly, I think you throw out a stun on this guy. The less attacks you have to deal with, the better. Although that did move that guy up to the front, which I didn't consider. Yeah, I've kind of bunged this one up a little bit. Let's wicked hack this gentleman right here. Might be able to put him into lethal range with like a flashing daggers here. Yeah, that's good. And then an abyssal artillery. I mean, it seems kind of unnecessary, doesn't it, to throw out an abyssal artillery on this guy. Well, this guy's definitely going to die. What are your odds of dying? Honestly, not that great. I think maybe I pull you and just try to ruin the guy at the front's day and clear a corpse as well. It didn't really ruin his day because with the corpse gone, he's still in position 2, but he missed. Maybe he's got a slightly lower chance to hit from position 2? I don't know. All right, so now we start throwing out, you know, something like... I should probably just get the kill on the guy up front. I wanted to blight him, but we're going to go for some stun-heavy bullshit soon anyway. So throw out the mark here. And if we're not going to kill him with our bounty hunter, then we should throw out a stun. We could kill him, but it's somewhat less likely. So I think we go for the stun instead. That buys us a free turn. Let's use that free turn to buff ourselves a little bit here. And then assuming that we go before him, because his speed is so low, we should be in a good spot to finish this off. So effectively, that's 5 damage. Maybe we should have just gone for a pick to the face. But we killed him anyway. Now our inventory's full again. Honestly, we can drop the torches to hold gold. And then open this chest, and if there's anything else we want, we can take it. Because, again, there's only going to be one more room, and it's going to be the Necromancer, so hopefully we have no need to pop torches at this point. Everyone's still looking really good. It also looks like there's no combat here. Oh, scouting. Fantastic. Hunger. We got tons of food we can eat. And, in fact, why don't we eat a little bit just before we go into the room? Everybody looks like they could use one piece of food. Thank God I took 4 shovels. That's 1,000 gold I had no better use for. Alright, it's our Necromancer again. Now, he is only size 1, which is unfortunate. His blight resist is not very high, though. And I love getting damage over time on these enemies that think they're sneaky for, like, moving backwards. The Clawing Dead. This will spawn a zombie, I think, unless it misses. No, even if it misses, it spawns a skeleton. Not a zombie. Why don't we just smack him? Honestly, I don't think there's much reason to stun. Well, what's his stun? His stun resist is high anyway. Let's just smack him. 19 damage is, like, pretty sizable as far as his HP goes. His bleed resist is not that good. Again, damage over time, I think, is positive for us here. That's 9 damage there. And we'll mark him so that our bounty hunter can kick the shit out of him next time. This guy's going to be in a bad place. He hasn't lost that much HP yet, but it's coming, I promise you that. There's more blight on him there. 24 damage of blight coming in the next 3 rounds. Clawing Dead missed again. So I officially cannot complain about my luck in Darkest Dungeon for a little while here. We're going to go for... Oh, Collect Bounty can't quite hit, but we can at least go for Finish him. 20 damage. What's his move resist? Only 45? Good time to pull. Ah, that's unfortunate. But still, this guy's like half dead as is. And we can hit him with another if it bleeds. And if he spawns another zombie, he gets back into Iron Swan territory, which is like absolutely fine by me. Now he's taking 14 damage a turn from effects. Did incur some pretty semi-significant stress damage there. We're still just going to keep blighting the shit out of him. And then we can hit him with an Iron Swan. That's 10 damage. We could still try to pull, or we could just go for the kill. We're not going to kill him this turn, probably. He resisted the move again. God damn it. Well, this time, you know, we could start to try to bleed him, but I think we're better off just trying to kill these Zombros here. You know, kill one, and then if the corpse gets cleared thanks to a pull or something like that, at least he moves up 1 position. It's just like, what do you want to do with your bounty hunter? It's really kind of an easy decision, I think, at this point. I still think we try the pull. It's doing not insignificant damage. Like, it's doing almost abyssal artillery damage, I think. But this guy's now dead because oh, his mark just came off, actually. If his mark had stayed on, we would have killed him for sure, but we probably will regardless, is my guess. Like, let's try a pick to the face. That's 8 damage. Try a finish him. That's 11. And now he's got 10 HP left. He's only taken 7 from from ill effects right now, but he's probably gonna die right here anyway. Crit him for 24. Alright, now we kill 3 skeletons, and then that boss is done. That was pretty good. I wonder if we're gonna lose members on this squad. Like, not lose them permanently, but like have them hit level 5 and thus be inaccessible for these missions, because for real, this was like a really, really good A-team here. Yeah, Abyss Alert. Maybe you just mark a unit to guarantee it'll die when the bounty hunter hits it. Yeah, I mean, got the job done, can't deny that. Fortunately, it left us only with if it bleeds on this skeleton, but yeah, I would really like to just take out the next medium-level boss if we could, because, quite honestly, this team is looking ridiculously strong right here. Look at how our HP and stress look at the end of all this. We should just discard bandages, unfortunately. Take these with us and return to the hamlet. One must never mention the name of the Scottish play. That's not Hamlet, that's Macbeth. My bad. We did lose 2 of them. Tomo and Alpaca Patrol become level 5 now. Obsessed with sainthood. Not necessarily a bad thing.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, that was pretty good. I want to just do a couple of things with our money before I forget. You are bounty hunter, Ruka. Cat the bounty hunter. Flashbang has a stun, shuffle single. Hits any unit. Come hither is a pull. Mark for death. Marks a target, does no damage. Lowers their protection, though. Do we want to self-mark? I feel like we'd be better off with like a pull or something like that. But we don't need a pull if our other unit has a pull. Maybe we want another stun that can hit any unit. Because we're not using this one at all. So I kind of feel like, why not just go for that? But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. Darkest Dungeon is not going anywhere. I'll see you next time.